Kenna, I want you to tell me the truth. You took my money without permission again, didn't you? I specifically withdrew that money today because I needed to pay a few bills, Kenna. You need to give it all back right now.
Wait, are you seriously trying to say I took it? Wow, you've got some nerve. Where's your proof, huh?
Oh, you want proof?
Yeah, if you've got any proof that I took the money you left on the counter, then let's see it. I mean, yeah, if I had lost $500 that I left sitting on the counter in an envelope like an idiot, I'd probably be panicking right now, too. But seriously, just because you're a clueless moron doesn't mean that I'm the one who stole it. You probably spent it and forgot about it. You'd better apologize for treating me like a criminal, or I'm gonna tell my dad about this.
Kenna, all I said was that you had taken my money without permission.
Huh?
I didn't say where the money was when it got taken, and I didn't say how much money it was.
Oh.
I just got back from the bank a little while ago. I walked inside, set the envelope with the money in it on the counter, and went to the bathroom. I was gone for maybe 2 minutes, 3 tops. And during that tiny window, the envelope went from full to $500 lighter. That's not a coincidence.
Ugh, oh my God. Are you seriously doing this right now? You're acting like some kind of amateur detective trying to trap me. Like, congrats, Sherlock, you caught me using logic or whatever. Parents are supposed to give their kids money, you know? That's kind of like your whole job.
Oh, now you're treating me like a parent? Funny how you only ever play the mom card when it's convenient for you.
Shut up already, would you? I'm just telling you to do your job. And anyway, the money's gone, all right? I already spent it, so you're not getting it back.
Unbelievable. What did you even spend $500 on in one day?
I just bought some stuff I wanted, okay? What's the big deal? It's not like I blew it at a casino or something.
Kenna, $500 is a lot of money. That's not the kind of amount a high school student should be burning through in one go. You can't just act like that's pocket change.
You know, you've gotten way more pushy with me lately.
What's that supposed to mean?
Like, up until a little while ago, you were an absolute pushover for me and my dad. I could get you to do whatever I wanted you to do, and you barely even complained. But yeah, lately, you've done a full 360. What gives, huh?
Kenna, if I did a full 360, that would mean I spun all the way around and ended up right back where I started.
What? Huh?
If you're saying I'm completely different than before, you should have said that I did a 180.
That's... Shut up! I didn't ask you for a math lesson. God, you're so annoying.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have, considering how poorly you're doing in school. I know that math isn't your strong point, or English, or any subject, come to think of it. But if you're thinking about your future, you might want to try, studying for a change.
Oh, please, my grades aren't that bad.
Your teachers called last week, Kenna. They said you failed most of your last round of tests. If you keep going like this, you might not be able to graduate.
Screw you, okay? You're always on my case. I can't breathe without you finding something to criticize. You know what? I'm done with this, and I'm done with you. I'm staying at a friend's place tonight. I don't need to look at your face right now.
Then at the very least, text your father and tell him which friend you're staying with. He deserves to know where you are.
Stop telling me what to do! Hey, what the hell is going on with you? I looked in your wallet this morning and you didn't have any cash in there at all, not even loose change. So where's my allowance, huh?
Wow, Professor James Moriarty, you are not. You're really just going to confess to trying to steal money from me again?
How many times do I have to tell you? You're married to my dad. That means you have to give me an allowance. I know you went to the bank again since the other day. So where are you hiding the cash?
Actually, no. I've decided I'm going to avoid carrying cash on me as much as possible.
What?
One of my coworkers suggested I start using mobile payment apps for shopping instead of cash. So now all I need to do when I go shopping is swipe my phone on some scanner, then presto, everything's paid for. It's honestly way more convenient not needing to carry around cash anymore.
What the hell? You can't do that.
And why not?
Because that $500 you say I took wasn't even enough, okay? I had to borrow some extra cash from a friend, and now I have to pay her back. So I need you to give me $200, like right now.
If you really need the money, then try asking your dad. He's the only one in this house who you actually see as family, right? You clearly don't see me as your mom. You say as much with both your words and your actions. You know what it's called when you take money from a random woman's wallet? Theft.
Okay, you want to go there? All right, let's go there. What's up with you? You're always going around acting like you're my mom, aren't you? But the second money comes into the picture, uh-oh, now you're not my mom anymore? You're such a freaking hypocrite.
Just what in the world do you think a parent is, Kenna? Someone who just hands over money without question?
Oh my God, you are so freaking dumb. We've been through this before. Parents give their kids money. That's literally the single most important thing you do. You work so that I can have whatever I want.
That's an incredibly twisted view of what a parent is, Kenna. Parenting isn't about coughing up money every time their kids want to buy something. Quite the contrary, actually. One of a parent's biggest responsibilities is ensuring their children develop healthy financial habits. So despite what you believe, me telling you no when you ask for money isn't an abandonment of my motherly duties. It's actually me fulfilling them.
Whatever. That makes zero sense. Look, I already promised my friend I'd have the money back by tomorrow, okay? So figure it out. Just give me the $200. If I stiff her on this, then all the other kids in my class are gonna hear about it. Do you want me to lose all my friends over this? You want me to be the laughing stock of the school?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this state allows kids to have part-time jobs once they turn 16. And you are over 16, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Well, then this might be a great opportunity. Honestly, with your grades, I am not thrilled about you working, but when debt is involved, priorities shift. So go ahead, find a job, earn your own money, and pay back your friend yourself.
Wait, are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm serious. If you owe someone money, then it's on you to repay them. It's time to learn how to handle your own messes. This is going to be a big step for you on your way to adulthood.
Okay, so yeah, I was totally right about you. You really do stop being a mom the second cash enters the conversation. A normal parent would help their kid when they're in trouble, not lecture them like some kind of stingy life coach. You're just a cheap, selfish, washed-up penny pincher hiding behind life lessons.
Well, regardless of what you think of me, the fact remains that you stole $500 from me. Which means, surprise, we're officially on a budget now until my next paycheck. So congratulations, we'll be living on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, plus whatever veggies are on sale for the next few weeks.
Wait, what? You're telling me I am supposed to survive on absolute trash now? I'm a growing teenager. I need actual food.
Actions have consequences, Kenna. You're stealing that money from me cut into our food budget. But if you really don't like the idea of eating on a budget, just pay me back the $500 you stole from me.
I told you it's gone. I already used it.
Okay then, PB&J's it is.
What the hell is wrong with you? Aren't you supposed to be an adult and now you're mocking me like a middle schooler? Besides, how could a measly $500 make that much of an impact on our budget? That's like chump change. If things are really so tight that you can't handle losing $500, then you're the one who needs to learn more about finances.
You are awfully bold for someone living rent-free and stealing from my purse. Do you actually think you can just bark orders at me like this?
Duh. Of course I can. You really think you can just ignore me? I'm gonna tell Dad about the way you're treating me. I'll tell him you're trying to ruin my reputation at school and that you want me to starve to death. Everything. And the only way you can stop me is to shut up about the $500 I took and give me the $200 I asked for right now. So what's it gonna be? You want to be divorced at your age, or are you gonna be a good little piggy bank?
Kenna, sweetheart, take a breath. I want you to go back and read this entire conversation from the top. Really read it, calmly.
Why would I even do that?
Because this is embarrassing for you. You sound petty, entitled, and completely out of control. I'm gonna go ahead and end this conversation here before you go making things even worse for yourself.
Hey, didn't you hear me? I'm gonna get my dad to divorce you. Hey, that reminds me. Where even are you right now?
I'm out of town on business. I'll be back tomorrow night.
Great, just great. What am I even supposed to eat until then?
There's plenty of prepped food in the fridge. You can manage one night without drama.
You're seriously the worst stepmom in the entire world.
Kenna, you took my credit card, didn't you?
Of great. Look who it is, little old Granny Cheapskate. Are you back from going dumpster diving for cans?
Answer the question. Did you take my card, yes or no?
Yeah, I took it. So what? I needed it. I'm going on a field trip today, remember?
I gave you $100 in cash this morning. That's the maximum amount that your school told you to bring, right?
Hello? Anybody home in that head of yours? The stupid museum they're dragging us to is right next to a massive shopping center. My friends and I are going to sneak out and spend the whole day on a shopping spree instead. I'm talking shoes, handbags, and all the food we can eat at the food court. So yeah, $100 just isn't going to cut it. But your card's limit has to be at least a couple grand, right? That might be enough for one day. We'll see, though.
Kenna, that card you stole has been canceled for over a month now.
What? What do you mean canceled?
I already contacted the company and told them I don't need that card anymore. I had them shut it down completely so it can't be used ever again.
Are you kidding me right now?
Nope, it's not valid anymore, but I just never bothered to take it out of my wallet. So you won't be able to do any shopping with it, but I don't know, I guess you could use it as a bookmark or something.
This is seriously the worst timing for this. I already told my friends I was treating them to lunch today. Do you know how embarrassing it's going to be to have to explain this to them?
You can still treat them to lunch. You'll just have to keep the bill to within the $100 in cash I gave you. This will be a lesson in living within your means. Aren't I a good mother?
No way. That is not happening. Get in your frickin' car right now, drive downtown, and hand me another $500 in cash.
Absolutely not.
Are you seriously trying to ruin this trip for me? Why are you always like this?
Honestly, this worked out for the best, because if that card had still been active and you'd used it, you'd be looking at credit card fraud charges.
God, how stupid are you? I warned you before, didn't I? If you keep being cheap and not giving me all the money that I ask you for, I'm gonna tell my dad. So what's it gonna be, huh? You wanna get divorced?
Technically, no.
Technically? What do you mean technically?
I mean, your father and I are already divorced.
What?
Consider the $100 I gave you this morning my parting gift, because you'll never get anything from me ever again. And I mean anything. No college tuition, no allowance, no food, no electricity, no water, no rent, nothing whatsoever. Oh, I'm also paying for your cell phone plan too, so I'm canceling it at the end of the month. From now on, if there's anything you need, you'll have to rely on your dad.
This is... Huh? I mean, what the hell is going on here?
If you want to know the details, ask your father. But from this point on, I am not your guardian. We are not family anymore. We're just two people who used to share a house.
Hey, I just got back home from the school trip and something really, really weird is going on at the house. Who the hell is that woman? No, seriously, what's going on? There's some woman in the house. Like, who even is that?
I'm guessing you're referring to a young woman in her early 20s wearing extremely flashy clothing and far too much perfume and makeup. Am I right?
Yeah, that's a really good description of her, actually. She looks like she walked straight out of some sleazy nightclub. I asked Dad what the deal was, but he wouldn't tell me anything. He was just like, "Not now, I'm busy." And then he walked into his bedroom with her, locked the door, and put on some really loud music from the 90s.
Ah, then I see you've met your new mom.
My what?
Your new mom. Well, she's your father's new wife at any rate.
Hold on, what? You and Dad just got divorced like 5 minutes ago, and now he's already married to someone else? Are you serious right now?
You're in your junior year of high school. I think you're old enough to put the pieces together, Kenna.
You mean Dad was cheating on you?
That's the basic version, yes. I'd really rather not talk about it. But just in case he tries to gloss over the important parts, I'll give you the minimum you should know.
Just tell me already, what the hell is going on?
Your dad is currently unemployed. Has been for a little while now.
What? No way. He worked at a huge company, right? He was like a manager or a director or something. What happened to that?
Yeah, well, it turns out that all the results that he was putting out were really just him stealing credit for other colleagues' work.
What? That doesn't sound like him.
Oh, trust me, when you hear the rest, it'll all sound much more likely. He also got involved with let's call her an exotic dancer. She's the woman now living in your house. She was the most popular girl at the club your father was going to when he pretended to be working late.
Hold on. Are you saying My dad is married to a stripper?
Yep, and apparently she's going to keep on doing it with your father's blessing. Anyway, your father used his position to send himself on various trips, allegedly for leadership seminars and whatnot. But he was actually just going on vacation with her. It all caught up with him, and he was fired.
Oh my God.
He's also going to have to pay me a pretty hefty amount of alimony, so his savings aren't long for this world.
But why did you agree to the divorce? Didn't you love him? You married him for a reason, right? You can't just stand by and let a stripper steal your man. You need to fight for him.
Any desire I had to fight for your father's heart disappeared a long time ago, and honestly, you played a pretty big part in that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Do you remember when you were in 8th grade when I married your father? I do. You acted so sweetly to me before the wedding. You told me you were excited for me to be your new mom.
I don't remember exactly, but maybe I said that.
Then after we got married and moved in together, the real you came out. You constantly begged me for money. When I said no, you screamed at me. You hurled insults and threw tantrums. Eventually, you just started stealing from my purse directly.
That's because you never gave me anything.
At first, I tried really hard to win you over. I didn't know how to be a mother to you, and I felt unsure every step of the way. I was always walking on eggshells around you. You saw that as a weakness, and that gave you the green light to do whatever you wanted. I tried going to your father for help, but he told me it was my fault for not trying harder to win you over.
He really said that?
Over and over. So eventually I stopped trying. Then I found out about the affair, and I realized I didn't have to keep pretending anymore. I deserved better. That's when I decided I was done.
So the way you've been standing up to me more lately, that's because you were planning to divorce my dad?
Exactly. And now it's done, which means your tuition, your allowance, your phone bill, your living expenses, everything from here on out is your dad's responsibility.
Wait, but where are you going? What about me?
And what about you?
I want to live with you, not my dad.
Why?
Well, I mean, I'm over 16, right? Doesn't that mean that I get to choose who I live with after the divorce? And I want to live with you.
Sorry, Kenna, but that is absolutely not happening.
What? Why not? You can take custody of me, right? You were married to my dad.
Kenna, I never had legal custody over you. And that means that now that your father and I are divorced, I don't have any responsibility to provide for you whatsoever. You're nothing to me now.
No, wait, hang on.
No, I think I've said all that I need to say to you. I am blocking your number now, so this will be the last time we ever speak to each other.
Please don't do this. Don't leave me. Mom!
In all the time I've known you, that is the first time you have ever called me Mom. It's a pity you waited until it was too late. Goodbye, Kenna. A while after that final message, I heard the stripper my ex had remarried suddenly vanished. Apparently, he'd been hiding the fact that he was fired, and once she found out, she left without a word. He was hoping to live off of her income at the club, but with that option gone, he had no choice but to turn to Kenna. I heard he told her to drop out of school and start working to support them. Thankfully, her homeroom teacher stepped in and found her a live-in job and encouraged her to consider a vocational high school. He told her bluntly, "You need to get out of that house while you still can." It seems that struck a nerve. She later reached out on her own to say she regretted how she treated me. I won't lie, it felt good to hear how much she had grown up in such a short time. Now that she's free of her father's toxic influence, I'd say she has a chance to make something of herself.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.